The best example of a man who I look up to is somebody who leads with listening, who understands that his power is his sensitivity, is a leading man that I think is worth watching.
Jared, tell me the truth, that's all.
I think about men. I don't know why. And I'm so sorry. Immediately, like right after the first 15 pages, I knew I was doing it. It was like, after I read the opening, I got the chills when he put in the Boy Erased logo. And from that point on, I was hooked. I knew I was gonna do it. I don't really like the idea of like, what is a leading man? Because I think the best example of a man who I look up to is somebody who leads with listening, as opposed to like the idea of leading. But if you have a leading man in a movie, it's hard to have a guy who leads a story who just listens. Like, I do think that a lot of what is exciting about the new leading men that are stepping into, I guess, the spotlight right now is that they're not traditionally like, they're not necessarily like alpha males. Like, I guess is exciting, the idea of like redefining masculinity in film, and a man who understands that his power is his sensitivity is a leading man that I think is worth watching. And Andrew Garfield would like fit into that category too, or somebody who leads with a sense of how can I enter into this with an open heart. Like that's a man who I'd be interested in watching in a movie. One of the reasons why I wanted to do the movie was because Joel was writing it and directing it. It was right after he had done Loving that he reached out to me. So I was sort of like on the heels of having experienced, I think, his brilliance. That was one of my favorite performances of that year. So I was excited about the prospect of working with him. And then he directed me to the book first. And when I read the book, I fell in love with the character's mind and his thoughts. And because in the script he speaks so little, it felt like my way in was through the thinking and through all the inner life. So one of the things I was curious about was how can I activate something that seems so passive? And so it was a perfect pairing between Joel's script and a character that seemed perhaps like it wasn't sure what was going on with him, but the book was the key to unlocking the sort of unknown in the script. One of the ways in which I try to approach these parts is with the sense that every character's come to me to heal something in my life, so that I can leave it feeling more grounded in myself than when I came in. So it's hard to not approach a project that is meant to heal from a place of love. The come down from these projects is different for each of them, but I really rely on work to keep me out of my own like neurotic spirals. And that concerns me because I want to be somebody who can take care of himself outside of working, but it's yet to be proven that I can. So the come down is like, I really like start attacking myself a lot when I'm not doing anything, and I don't know, I function very well within a system, and filmmaking is you exist within a system. So right now I'm enjoying just going from job to job.